So guys, drink of the day, White Monster, per usual. How was work? Work was alright, guys. Can't complain. Complaining gets you nowhere, so it was good. But we just got done hitting back. And I feel like I say it every time, but I feel like it's true every time, that today's back day was better than the last. You know what I mean? I was taking the pictures. Oh my, dude. Holy guacamole. That shit looks good. You know what I mean? I feel it too. It's a beautiful thing to feel a back bump. But, you know what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about, I don't know. I think the big moral of the day is, there's just so much negativity in the world that we should all just, it doesn't matter what someone did to you or whatever. You gotta forgive and forget. Love your enemies. Is that what they say? This is crooked as fuck. Whatever, who cares? Sorry if this is crooked as fuck, but it looks crooked. But what I'm saying, guys, is you gotta love your enemies. Okay, love your enemies. I don't care what they did to you. Don't get no revenge. Revenge won't do nothing. You ever watch Naruto? Sasuke got his revenge, but it didn't do nothing. Itachi was a great guy. I love Itachi. You know what I mean? What are we doing with all this? What are we doing with all this negative energy? Let's put it into something good. Let's build more. Let's build more muscles. Go hit the gym. You know what I mean? Go do something great. Don't hold on to that negativity and let it fester up inside you. So you regret or you're hateful of people or whatever. No, dude, that's just not right. You gotta love everyone around you. Some people are like, no one around me is real. It's sunny as fuck out. But some people are like, no one around me is real. Everyone's just a figment of my imagination. I don't see the world like that. Look at this guy. Beautiful. But I don't see the world like that. The way I see the world is I see it as there's so many people around me. I'll be in traffic and I'm like, man, traffic sucks. But then I also think there's how many people around me, and they all got their own thing going on in this fucking world. You know what I mean? Everyone's got friends stuff. Everyone's got friends and hold up, let me merge. Let me lock in. Easy. But everyone's got friends and family and people they care about. Everyone around you. There's just so many people. And that's why I love talking to people. There's this guy. I met him on the train. I was coming back from New York. And I was reading a book. I don't want to sit on my phone for a whole train ride. So I was reading this book, and this guy, he goes, hey, what are you reading? And I forget what I was reading, but it was by Napoleon Hill. I know that. And I told him the name of the book, kind of give a rough explanation on what it was. And he went, oh, okay. He's like, it was about having a positive mindset, just so you guys know. And he went, oh, okay. He was like, well, my name's Kriyavan, dope ass name. And he was telling me about how he thinks having a positive mindset is definitely better than having a negative mindset. But he preferred to have a clear head. I was like, oh, interesting. And I was like, so what are you doing in New York? And he told me, and then he was like, yeah, I'm going to go meet up with this lady that meditates with tigers in India. I was like, what? And call me gullible. You can call me gullible. I am gullible. I like to believe the good in people. Don't hate. But then he gave me I know where the card is, but it was a card, and he was like, yeah, I got this YouTube channel called Spiritual Schmuck. Alright, look it up. And he was telling me about how he just met with a guy that would heal people with a machete. And I watched a little bit of the one video. I didn't end up finishing it because I was watching while doing other stuff, and there were subtitles. I couldn't do it. I kind of forgot about it until now. But it was a very interesting conversation. And we talked for like 4 stops, you know, and the person I was with, like, he got off and I was like, oh, you know, have a great day. And he was like, yeah, you as well. I enjoyed the conversation. Something along those lines. He probably didn't say that. But I remember the person I was with, they were like, who was that? They're like, what were you guys talking about? And I told them what we were talking about. And they were like, wow. Like, I would hate if someone just started talking to me on the train. And I was like, no. I love it. You know what I mean? There's so much beauty in the world, and there's so many interesting people. And sometimes all you have to do is just accept the conversation, start a conversation. You know, it's not hard to do. So I met half the people I know. You know, you just strike up a conversation. They're interesting. You just keep it rolling. You know what I mean? So that's the goal today, guys. All right. Love everyone. Go talk to a stranger. Plenty of interesting people in the world. You know, don't box yourself in. Go talk to somebody. Figure out something new. Go check out Spiritual Schmuck. And yeah, have a great day. As I always say, today was better than yesterday. Tomorrow will be better than today. So, yeah, love you guys. Peace out.